their stuff. And really what we're doing is just saying, look, while we're closed, just try and buy from these guys and girls because they're amazing. And without them, we can't be open in the same way as we close. So hopefully it'll be hopefully not too long from now.
Brilliant. Well, it's all about the suppliers. It's all about those people that help us. And it's also about having the family. And it's great to hear the family in the background. Don't you worry about that. Let's go for it, fella.
Yeah, so just the last thing that says is on the homepage on virtualfoodfestival.org there is a donate button. We're sure that might happen, but we'll try and. I'm going to pop this here now. Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay, there we go. What we're going to do is we've got a donate page, and we're donating to the NHS Emergencies Trust there. So if anyone's watching wants to donate, then there's a place to do it. So lamb, I've got lamb rump here. This is for 2 people. It's about a 350 gram piece of lamb rump there from Warren's Butchers. I'm just going to pop that on, and what I'm going to do is do something which I do a lot of my cooking when I'm at home. And if Lucy just spin around and show them the temperature, I've got the oven set at. So I've got the oven set at 60 degrees.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pan sear this with some olive oil. There we go. This is little Milo. He's suddenly realised that no one's paying him any attention. So I'm just going to pan sear this in some olive oil with some salt. And then let that go slowly and colour nicely. I think I might have to peel him.
You have to peel him orange.
I might have to peel him orange here. So what I'm doing is I'm pan searing that, and I'm going to make a white miso cream. So this is just, in this pan we've got some double cream and some chicken stock.
Lovely.
And then some sweet white miso, which goes wonderfully with lamb. That's about...
And Jack, that's perhaps for some people that's not a usual ingredient. Can you just explain a little bit about the miso?
Yeah, so white miso is a sweet miso, so it's a fermented bean paste from Japan. So when you have like miso soup at a sushi restaurant, but this is for me a store covered ingredient. But if you didn't have white miso, you could use something like something very salty like Marmite or just regular salt or Bovril or anything like that. But this
So
I'm just going to give that a bit of a whisk. I'm just going to reduce that down by about half to make the sauce, a bit of seasoning.
It's all about the umami flavours, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of umami in that miso. I actually made my own mushy pea miso, thinking I'd use a traditional kind of British pea. I think it's about 9 years old now. I went out and looked at it the other day. It's bizarre, the flavour it's made. It's delicious, but quite bizarre. And then with it, I'm going to just do some asparagus and some frozen peas, because again, frozen peas, you've got them in your freezer at the moment. And on my daily bike ride with my son, we go past lots and lots of this wild garlic. It's loads of it around at the moment. So if you're going to go for a walk, you're going to go for a cycle, find a little, if you've got any little shady lanes with a bit of a wet patch, like a ford or a string or something like that, go down there and see. You'll see them now because their flowers are out. And it just smells of garlic, and it's a wonderful free ingredient that, you can basically go do a bit of foraging on your daily bit of exercise.
That's great. I mean, that whole notion of food for free, of course, let's not patronise anybody. You have to be careful and know what you're picking, but that's one of the simple ones, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So my miso's going up, and I'm just going to now sear that off. What I'm going to do is show you how to pan roast something. This is a technique a lot of chefs use. Basically, you use butter, lots of butter, and salted butter, a bit of thyme and garlic. And I'm going to pop that in and just baste that once it's coloured on all sides. And then I put it in the oven at 60 degrees because I want it to be pink. What I'll do then is I've got one in there already, which I put in this morning about 7 o'clock. And what happens is the oven's at 60 degrees. The temperature of the meat on the outside is 150, 180 degrees, but inside it's still raw. And then over hours, it'll just come up a bit like a sous vide, but you do it at home. As long as your oven goes down to 60, which this one doesn't, it's rubbish. It doesn't even it's broken after it. It's rubbish oven. I need a new one. It's a really good way of cooking. This is the lamb rump. It's a bit tougher, but it gives it time to... So as meat gets to about 35 to 38 degrees, it starts to actually almost age. There's an enzyme reaction in there, starts to age it. So, you know, if I was doing this for the family, I'd probably put it in yesterday night and leave it in overnight, so it's really, really soft. But what I want to do here is really caramelize it well. You can see these Maillard reactions, which is the browning reactions, which is
great colour,
especially in toast and roasted meat and things like that, which everyone really loves, and it's really delicious. So, get some good colour on that. And I tell you what about the technology, it's been amazing the quick turnaround. I mean, Ross came through with this idea probably at the beginning of middle of last week, not far away. And we had to overcome. We had like the website guy, Lawrence, who you can see on the website, who's designed the website. He was up till 5 a.m, everyone's got nothing to do and everyone's getting really creative. And we're seeing these wonderful kind of things like chefs doing videos and everything like that elsewhere. When Ross said to me, I'm just going to pop a bit of butter in here just to thicken it, this is finishing the sauce. And when Ross said that to me about the idea, the reason what he said was, a lot of my food festivals have cancelled for the year, and I'm like, yeah, same here. And he goes, "Couldn't you do the virtual one?" Because actually what food festival's about, the demos, they're live, you kind of might take home one thing, like from a demo. Yeah. But what's really interesting is afterwards you get to meet the suppliers, and this is our thought, is that you get to virtually meet our suppliers via the internet. So here I'm going to add some butter, let it high.
It's brilliant. I mean, it's like getting the front seat at the best cookery event ever.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the thing. I just saw Rick demo thing, had about 800 people watching. I mean, imagine doing a food demo, 800 people anywhere else. And if you look at the lineup,
I know, it's crazy.
These guys or girls are all our friends in our industry, but they've donated their time for nothing to help a really, really good cause, which is the NHS emergency appeal, and also the suppliers themselves. And actually, this you would sell this food festival out 100 times over at this time of the year in Padstow or in any other place in the world. So I'm just basing that butter, foaming butter. This gives a lovely caramel flavour. Yeah. This is what chefs a lot of chefs do with me. I mean, it seems like a lot of butter.
You do have the food festival down there.
Sorry?
Sorry, Jack, I'm talking across you. Sorry, I was just talking across you there. There's a slight lag, sorry. I was just going to say that for everybody who's watching this demo, and there are plenty of people doing it, just a quick reminder that I've turned the comments off so that they can see you full screen without that sort of getting in the way. But they are still able to send questions. I just wanted to get that across.
So you see, look, now the butter is at about 140 degrees. So I'm basically creating a 140-degree oven in a pan, but also getting all those lovely brown qualities from the butter. And I normally do this for about 10 minutes because I find it extremely therapeutic. It's a bit like, I find ironing very therapeutic, but I don't see the point in ironing anything ever. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a bizarre thing, but I find it very therapeutic. A lot of chefs do. So there's a very good tip there for cooking any meat. And again, so now you see it's all lovely caramelised, lovely brown. The butter's still going, but I'm going to pop that in the oven and do a bit of a blue peter number on this.
Brilliant. And Jack, sorry, can you tell us? Did you say that was a spring lamb or hogget or slightly older?
That's a spring lamb, that is. But I do like hogget. I'm a big fan of it. I do like mutton as well. I think. Again, you have to, a bit like old dairy cow that you have in the beef world, you have to just know how to deal with it. So doing this low temperature cooking method and cooking it at the temperature you want it at, 55 for beef, 60 for lamb, for a long, long time can really help with those slightly tougher, older sheep. But what I've learned from being at home is that I use a ridiculous amount of pans in the kitchen, and basically it's part of the nuclear story. It's from an Italian family. They're very frugal with their pans. So I'm learning not to just use lots and lots of pans like I have forever. Kids going for one. So what I'm going to do here is I've just got some Marmite butter. So this is really, really simple. Just some softened salted butter, a little bit of Marmite or vegetable extract just for the umami flavour. And I'm just going to mix these together, and this is going to be for my vegetables. And then just a little bit of, I've got a lot of weird vinegars here, but this is a particularly odd one. This is a black Chinese vinegar. Yep. Balsamic is very similar, so I'm just going to add that in there as well. And that's just going to be for cooking my veg. Mix it all together. And normally I make this up and roll it in some cling film and have it in the fridge, but I'm doing this all to order. So I've just got the remaining lamb fat in there. I'm just going to saute off these asparagus and peas.
Lovely. It's really nice that you're using the residual fat from the lamb and kind of using that to flavour the vegetable.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Whenever you cook then, if you roast a chicken, always keep that fat that you've got and use it to cook other stuff in. You roast anything, especially the French are very good at, deglazing, reducing fat off pans, because that's a lot of the flavour of that browning of the meat is actually still in the pan. So, just going to have a quick bit of beer.
Nice. While you're having a quick sip of beer, what's really reassuring, I think, for me and for everybody who cooks at home, is that you do create a mess and you do use too many pans, and there's never enough work surface, no matter how big the pan is.
I know, it's a nightmare. I mean, actually, I'm pretty disorganised most of the time. In a professional kitchen, I'm not, but at home, it's a nightmare. But, that's the thing about this thing is also, I quite enjoyed seeing other chefs' kitchens, because mine was, not great, but you get around it. So I'm just soaking that off. I want those to be nice and al dente, because I don't really like overcooked vegetables.
Yeah.
And then I'm adding my Marmite butter in there, and again, give that a bit of a toss, and then I'm just going to grab some of this wild garlic. Actually, before I do that, I'll get the lamb out. So this is the lamb that I cooked this morning.
Yeah.
And every kitchen should always have one of these probes, because it's just, I can't cook without it.
Oh, yeah, no.
Just probe that in the middle, looking for over 50, but really about, here we go, 50, 54, 56, perfect.
Right.
So that's rested in there, because it's not been, when you hammer meat really hard in an oven, you need time to rest, because the outside will be about 200, the inside will be about 40, and it all kind of evens itself out. But actually, with this technique, you don't need to. It's been in there basically resting.
It's like recipes often refer to temperature and time, but with one of those probes, it's all about internal temperature, isn't it? It doesn't take into account that everybody's ovens work at a different rate.
Exactly. Yeah. So then I've got that. This is the lamb fat from the. I don't know. It's amazing. The lamb fat from the lamb, and that's going to go back into the vegetables. Right, I'm just going to give this a quick taste.
What are your kids called, Jack?
There we go. So,
Jack, what are the names of your children?
Milo,
yeah,
who's the one running around, and Arla, who's just sort of staring at me. I might have to take a picture of this. Because just see, if you guys at home can see what Lucy's doing for me here, it's beyond me pale, really. So, and now I'm just going to slice this lamb.
Will Marlo eat this for lunch?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're all eating this for lunch. Yeah, this is the whole point of doing this, really. But it was so. There you go. So if you look, see, it's just pink water, and you can't possibly overcook it using this method. And what I always do, this would be for two. This is just for one person, but with any meat cookery, especially when it's as good as the Warren's meat, just always some sea salt on at the end.
Yeah.
And I never put pepper on when I'm cooking it until the end, because I find pepper goes a bit bitter and it burns. So pepper at the end.
Looks amazing, Jack.
So that is the lamb. Now I'm just going to plate this up. I think I think Arla is the girl, the daughter, and I think she's finding the elements of it how to work, which is why going to sort of making a few noises. She's not cooking or anything, but she's just here. So I'm just going to slice this wild garlic here, which I've got, and I'm just going to put that through right at the end.
Just to warm that through.
There we go. And then I'll plate this up here.
And that helps keep the green colour, doesn't it? If you just drop it in the end.
Yeah, exactly. And it keeps the freshness and keeps that kind of garlic flavour going. So I'm just going to, again, I've never done this dish before in my life, so I'm making it up as I go along. But
brilliant, great.
The miso cream recipe is in my book, but the rest of it is just what I could kind of get together over the last couple of days. So I don't even really know how I'm going to plate this up, but I'm going to sort of do that.
That's the Jack. Sorry, that's World on a Plate, yeah.
Yeah, World on a Plate, yeah, which is a great stay-at-home cookbook. But I'm not plugging it.
No.
And then this
perfect time.
This miso cream, which is just going to go around the outside, and then I'll probably find. Well, I'll tell you what to do. I've got in there. There's a couple of these little wild garlic. Hi, Milo. A couple of little wild garlic flowers here, which make it, I don't know, look a bit chefy, which it probably doesn't need to be because I'm stuck at home. But definitely try and find if you find